was this food story. The Heaven at the Edge of the World, Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island," the first mate said. "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed toward the sunset. That was cute. Very cute. It's actually pretty good for a second grader, too. Well, I guess it's about on par for a second grader. Yeah, a second grader that has, good spelling. Sam, I thought this might help Dad. Making friends. Wow, Dad, that's kind of rude.
Feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them. Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Okay, so I kind of did this in the wrong order. So that girl must be the girl in the picture with the army uniform, and she must be that Lonnie girl that, Sam wrote the note to. Was it 2001? Dark? I don't know. I can't read that. So this must be what she meant by missing stuff, like the VCR missing. I must have taken the VCR or something. Haunted Simple. That's what you need to do. Make a pillow fort. Get your ghost book. What does that say? Bratmobile. Okay. TV listings, X-Files. Somebody really loves the X-Files in this house. I kind of remember the X-Files. I mean, I remember it, but I didn't watch it. I think I was a little too young to really understand it. But. Hi, Terry. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer, blah, 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 unit with remote cables. We need a half-page review, blah, 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 blah. That's that review he was working on. Yep. Okay. Let's move on to the next room. Oh. Which looks like also got some library books. Anything in here? I don't see. I'm doing this. I have to close things after I open them. It's just my way. Open folder, read assignment. Reproductive system worksheet 6. Samantha Greenbrier. Okay, this is about the reproductive system. The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1937. Essa Glatt stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Arnhem in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of her uterus is getting thick and soft. What the heck? As Essa steps off the train, her eyes quickly dart across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Boris. Still in his baker's smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown were killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddled in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end nothing can save him. Since the lining of her uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Okay. I don't know how I read that. But the straight face. And then at the bottom in the red, see me? I mean, she described the menstrual cycle perfectly well. And she added in a lovely story along with it. I love that. That would be great. She would be getting an A in my classroom, even though I wouldn't be teaching the reproductive system in elementary school. I would still. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna play that whole thing. Dude, if we could play other records, though, that'd be sweet. Oh, dude, this is all records. Oh my goodness. It's amazing how you can look at all these records and think, I have more than this in my iTunes, and it takes up, nothing. I could put it on a flash drive and take up a tiny bit of space compared to this. Oh, cool, a bar. Oh, there's Dad's second book. Oops, this is Dad's second book, which is The Accidental Pariah. And his first one? I don't know what his first one was. No, that was the second one. Okay. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up, The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working with you as publisher, and they wish you the best. Yep, sounds about right. So our dad, he didn't do so well. With his writing isn't doing so well, which is really sad. I can't read what that says. Get in the light. Okay, facelift. It's whiskey. Okay, you got whiskey and Dr. Jitters. That's probably for a chaser. These are probably chasers. And what's that? Is it vodka? Yeah, it's vodka. Okay. There. Just spill all over the floor. Just do it, vodka. I'm sorry, that was mean to the vodka. Yeah, and there's more of our Aunt's Accidental Savior. More records! Oh! More books. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Sincerely, Mary Schultz.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Danny only got weirder over the years. Splitting away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Because he's got Street Fighter, and she wanted to practice Street Fighter so she could go and that door's locked. Okay. She wanted to make a new friend, and what better way to make new friends than through video games? Right? I keep hearing that go off, and I think it's real. my actual TV. It's not. It's the thing. Okay, let's see what's this way. I'm gonna turn the slide on. Okay, that's locked. We can see the map. So we've explored. Okay, that goes to the basement. We've explored like all of this area here, which is awesome. Oh! Why do we have so many phone books, it seems? Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable, fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. Carol. That must be our mom's old friend, I guess. Whoops, didn't mean to do that again. Close that. Let's see. Just a book. Nothing important, I don't think. Pick up my old track trophy. Regional track and field finals. Caitlin Greenbrier. There's another trophy for the relay. Oops, wow, it landed perfectly. A skull. Looks like a Dia de los Muertos skull, actually. Hey, show in Mexico, yep. That's Dia de los Muertos. Looks like triangle. I don't know. Okay, so now I guess we get to go upstairs.